So we still had to get some dirt on the snowman. But how? We need to play it cool, Alexia said. Let's just pretend everything is normal. The snowman will show his true colors. Then we can nail him. Huh? What do colors have to do with anything? People talk funny. That afternoon we had library class with Mrs. Rupi. We walked 1,100,000 miles to the media center, which used to be called the library before they changed the name. Nobody knows why. When we got to the media center, Mrs. Rupi wasn't there. Instead, there was some guy who looked a lot like Mrs. Rupi with a beard. She's always pretending to be somebody else. One time she dressed up like Neil Armstrong. Mrs. Rupi is loopy. Why do you have a beard today, Mrs. Rupi? Ryan asked. Who's Mrs. Rupi? Said Mrs. Rupi. I'm Galileo, the famous 16th century scientist. Wait, I said you only have one name. No, said Galileo. Galileo is just my first name. So what's your last name? Asked Andrea. Galilei, said Galileo. Your first name is Galileo and your last name is Galilei? Asked Michael. That's right, said Galileo Galilei. It sounded so nice. My parents made it my name twice. I'm surprised you never heard of me. I discovered the moons of Jupiter and the rings of Saturn with my early telescope. I was the first person to see craters on the moon. I'm from Italy. I like pizza, said Ryan. Everybody likes pizza, said Galileo. Hey, I hear you're going to have a science fair next week. Yes, said Andrea. Each of us has to make a science project. Well, you came to the right place, said Galileo. There are lots of books in the media center filled with fun science projects for kids. Galileo passed out a bunch of books for us to look over. Oh, cool, said Neil. It says here that you can build a catapult with just a plastic spoon, some rubber bands, and popsicle sticks. It shoots, it shoots marshmallows. That will make a great project for the science fair, said Galileo. You know, science is all about asking why questions. Why is the sky blue? Why do fish swim and birds fly? Can any of you think of a why question? Yeah, I said. Why do we have to do a science project? Galileo passed out. He passed out pencils and paper so we could take notes and draw pictures for our science projects. I'm going to build a pasta rocket, said Ryan. It uses uncooked pasta, mouthwash, and yes, E is for fuel. I'm going to build a fish inflator, said Michael. I just need to put baking soda and vinegar in a soda bottle and attach a balloon to the end to inflate it. The reaction makes carbon dioxide to fill the balloon. I'm going to build an exploding lunch bag, said Alexia. You just take a Ziploc freezer bag and fill it with warm water, baking soda, and vinegar. I'm going to build a flying drone, I said. Drones are cool. I always wanted to have my own drone. I was drawing a picture of my drone when I got another great idea. I could attach some Portuguese pork sausages to the bottom of my drone so it could deliver sausages by air. Then you wouldn't have to go to the supermarket when you are in the mood for a pork sausage. It was genius. What are you going to make for your science project, Andrea? asked Emily. Andrea was covering her worksheet with her hands so nobody could see it. I'm working on a secret science project, she said mysteriously. Ooh, what is it? Emily asked. If I told you, it wouldn't be a secret, Andrea replied. Andrea would do anything to win the grand prize at the science fair. She's afraid that one of us is going to try and steal her idea. What is her problem? We were all drawing pictures and making lists of materials we were going to need for our science project. And you'll never believe who walked through the door at the moment. Nobody, you can't walk through a door. Doors are made of wood, but you never believe who walked through the doorway. It was the snowman. He was holding a machine that looks like a leaf blower. Dr. Snows, said Galileo, to what do we owe the pleasure of your company? That grown-up talk for, what are you doing here? I wanted to see what projects the students were planning for the science fair. The snowman replied, but first, take a look at my new invention. He put a rope and the engine on the leaf blower, roared to life. It was loud. A blast of air shot out at the end. Wow, we all said, which is Mom upside down. That's a cool leaf blower, Dr. Snow, said Andrea. Oh, it's not a leaf blower, said the snowman. I called it the birthday blower. It's a machine for blowing your birthday candles. You know how it's hard to blow out the last candle on your birthday cake? If you have a birthday blower, it blows the candles out for you. That is cool, I said, even though I didn't think it was all that cool. The snowman walked around the class and looked at what each of us was planning for our science fair. Neil described his rubber band powered catapult that shoots marshmallows. Yes, 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 shouted the snowman. Ryan described his pasta rocket. Excellent, shouted the snowman. Alexia described her exploding Ziploc lunch bag. Perfect, shouted the snowman. Michael described his fish inflator. Fascinating, shouted the snowman. I described my remote-controlled flying sausage delivery drill. Genius, shouted the snowman. The snowman loved all our science fair projects, well except for Andrea's secret project of course. She wouldn't let him see what she was working on. Yes, 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 shouted the snowman, rubbing his hands together. This is going to be the greatest science fair in the history of science fairs.